With 99% of the votes now recorded at 1:30 on Saturday afternoon, one of the things that's become clear is that the DA has won back the Freedom Front Plus voters that it lost in the 2019 elections. You might remember that after the 2019 elections, the DA really failed to grow, which is what ultimately cost leader Mmusi Maimane his post. After that, they did a full report on what they thought had gone wrong, and the ultimate analysis was in the fact that disgruntled Afrikaans voters had left the DA for the Freedom Front Plus. If we look at the results that have come in now, the DA's growth is small. It is only by about 1 percentage point off the 2019 base. And what the Freedom Front Plus has experienced is an almost identical 1% drop of their 2019 base. So it's very clear that the Freedom Front Plus has lost those voters back to the DA. When I asked Freedom Front Plus leader Peter Groenewald about this earlier, he attributed it to the fact that the DA was playing off the politics of fear and that undecided voters in the last week had decided to move their vote to the DA. The other thing that's interesting about all this is obviously that these parties are in the multi-party charter together, right? The DA, the Freedom Front Plus, Action SA, etc. And yet what we've seen in the aftermath of voting and in this counting period is that leaders have not been shy about casting aspersions on the other party leaders. We heard DA leader John Steenhuisen say that he was disappointed in the results of Action SA because Action SA leader Herman Mashaba had promised he would bring 10% to the multi-party charter. It now looks likely that Action SA is going to end up with something like 1.5%. We heard the Freedom Front Plus leader, Peter Groenewald, as I've just said, suggested that the DA stole their votes through a campaign of fear. The question is, amidst what seems to be a kind of hostile working environment, these people are going to have to sit around the same table and now decide on some very difficult decisions to do with coalitions. Is there evidence that there's going to be enough civility and enough cordiality for that to go smoothly? We wait to see.